Imagine an organization so powerful, it didn't need to persuade you with words. It didn't need to win arguments or debates. Its primary tool was something far more primal, far more effective. Pure, unadulterated fear. This was the KGB, the Committee for State Security of the Soviet Union. For decades, its very name was a whisper that could silence a room, a shadow that fell across an entire empire. The KGB wasn't just an intelligence agency. It was an instrument of control, and its currency was terror. They mastered the art of making entire populations afraid, not just of the state, but of each other. How did they do it? And what was it like to live under the constant watch of this omnipresent force? Let's delve into the chilling world of the KGB, where fear wasn't a byproduct of their work, it was the entire point. From the bustling streets of Moscow to the quiet villages of East Germany, Poland and Hungary, the KGB and its affiliated secret police services constructed a web of surveillance so vast, it was nearly inescapable. This wasn't just about spies and secret agents in trench coats. This was about turning society itself into a prison. Your neighbor, your co-worker, even a family member could be an informant, reporting your private conversations, your jokes, your slightest hint of dissent. People learned to live two lives, the public self that praised the state, and the private self that was kept locked away, deep inside. You watched what you said on the phone, assuming it was tapped. You were careful about the letters you wrote, knowing they could be opened. The feeling of being watched was constant, a heavy blanket of paranoia that smothered free thought and expression. And then there were the disappearances. It often started with a knock on the door, late at night. The infamous black car waiting outside. That was it. No explanation, no trial, no goodbyes. A person could simply vanish. One day they were your colleague at the factory. The next, their desk was empty, and no one dared to ask why. Lives were not just disrupted, they were erased. These weren't random acts of violence. They were calculated moves designed to send a clear message to everyone else. Step out of line, and you will cease to exist. The uncertainty was part of the terror. Were they in a labor camp, a gulag, in the frozen expanse of Siberia? Were they in the basement of a prison, facing interrogation? Or were they already gone? This brutal uncertainty was a psychological weapon, ensuring that the fear of the state was passed down from parent to child. The silence of Eastern Europe wasn't a sign of contentment. It was the sound of a people holding their breath, terrified to make a noise that might attract the attention of the hunters in the dark. The KGB perfected this system, turning millions of people into prisoners in their own homes, their own minds. So, why go to such extreme lengths? Because fear was the glue that held the Soviet Empire together. An empire built on an ideology that was failing, with an economy that was crumbling. Couldn't survive on loyalty or patriotism alone. It needed something stronger. Fear kept the satellite states of the Eastern Bloc in line. Fear suppressed nationalist movements, religious groups, and any form of independent thought. It was cheaper than building 1 million new prisons, and more effective than deploying armies in every city. By atomizing society, by making everyone distrust each other, the KGB prevented any organized opposition from ever taking root. The state didn't need to be loved. It only needed to be feared. The empire was a house of cards, and fear was the windbreak, desperately trying to keep it from collapsing. This wasn't just a political strategy. It was a deep, psychological war waged against millions of people. The scars of this era run deep. The distrust, the trauma, and the memory of that fear still echo today in the nations that once lived behind the Iron Curtain. Understanding the KGB's methods isn't just a history lesson. It's a stark reminder of how fragile freedom can be, and how easily a state can turn on its own people. using fear as its most potent and devastating weapon. The legacy of the KGB serves as a warning, a chilling testament to the dark capabilities of unchecked power and the relentless human spirit that ultimately survived it. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration into the history of fear and control interesting, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the shadows of the past.